Hi, and welcome back to A Positive Light. I am your host, Joni Lane, and we have a really special show for you today. Before we start, I wanted to do a couple of announcements. Monday night meditation at the Positive Light Meditation Center in Kelseyville at 7 o'clock. Every Monday, there's no cost. We are a non-profit, so all donations are appreciated, what you can afford. Hi, and welcome back to A Positive Light. I am your host, Joni Lane, and we have a really special show for you today. Before we start, I wanted to do a couple of announcements. Monday night meditation at the Positive Light Meditation Center in Kelseyville at 7 o'clock. Every Monday, there's no cost. We are a non-profit, so all donations are appreciated, what you can afford. But we are open at 7 o'clock for 1 hour for meditation. And that meditation is a variety of different kinds of meditations. Some nights we may do mindfulness, sati meditation. Another night we may do metta or loving kindness meditation or vipassana insight meditation. Perhaps we might do some chanting or drumming. So depending on the night you come and what we feel like doing, I try to do a series, but it depends on the group and the group's energy as well. So please know that you're welcome to join us any Monday at 7 o'clock. The second Tuesday of every month, I do hold a 12 in Zen, which is based on the book by Bill Krumbeen, 12 in Zen. And that is the second Tuesday of every month, as I said, at 7 o'clock. And that is also no cost and a donation-based group. The 12 in Zen is based on the traditional AA 12 steps, but it also extends to Zen practitioner 12 steps and also 12 steps of societal normal. And we pair those steps with a Buddhist koan, which is a story or a parable, and we meditate and see what comes up. And this can lead to a different understanding of ourselves and our steps, and opens up a new way of thinking sometimes. We often share what we come up with and learn from each other. And if we have 12 people in the group, there will be 12 different ideas that come up, which is great because then we can all learn something from each other. The last Friday of every month, I hold a Reiki healing circle. And this particular class, I do ask for you to sign up for ahead of time because space is limited and I need to know ahead of time how many people can be there. This month is full, but next month, last Friday of next month is open, and I believe that's on the 30th. I'll have to check my calendar, but the last Friday of every month. There is a $10 requested donation for that, simply because it's a 2-hour 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock with quite a bit of setup. And I give Reiki to you. And all you have to do is just lay there, enjoy it, and soak it up. On November 8th, I have a very special guest coming on Sunday, November 8th at 11 o'clock for a day-long workshop. And that's Kevin Griffin. And Kevin Griffin is an author of many books. Burning Desire, Buddhism and the 12 Steps, One Breath at a Time, and his newest book, Recovering Joy. And Kevin speaks all over the world, and we're very fortunate to have him in our little community to come join us for a very intimate group where he can teach a day long and spend the time with each person talking on a one-on-one basis instead of in front of a large group. So he's excited about that, and we're really excited about having him. He's been with us before for day-longs, and he's agreed to come again and talk about his new book and, of course, his insights on meditation and 12 steps. So any of this information that I've talked about is on the website, apositivelight.com, and the calendar page. And I've tried to make it as easy as possible for you to join Kevin's group by adding a PayPal button on there so that you can go ahead and reserve your space by hitting that PayPal button. And it immediately alerts me on my email and lets me know who you are and the space has been reserved for you. Keep in mind that there is limited space. So the sooner you reserve your space, the better chance you have of joining us for that day long. And the following day, on the 9th, he will be here on my show, and we'll be talking further about his book and his insights. But the workshop is something that's really exciting, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So please let me know as soon as you can that you'd like to reserve your space. Today we have Lama Norbu, who has joined us, and we have a studio group on cushions, and he will be telling us a little bit about himself, where he's from, his background, and doing some demonstrations for us. We have a wonderful group of meditators here, and I'm really happy to have you. Thank you for joining us today. So, Lama, thank you very much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Would you please tell the audience a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how long you've been here, what you do?
Yes. Thank you, first of all. So great joy to be part of Lake County and the meditation group. I never thought to have an amazing, group here. So for me, it's a great privilege to be here. Myself, I was a former monk. Studied at the monastery in South India 20 years. I was at the monastery, traditional training. Then also I trained to be yogi way, and I studied a lot of yogi and the yoga, particularly physical movement. And now back 10 years ago, monastery sent me to America to teaching Tibetan the Dharma, Tibetan, more like a Dharma, like a monastic way. Just recently, last 2 years, I got permission from my teacher, my guru, to deliver the yoga teaching, Tibetan yoga teaching to the Western, students from America, which is the best place and best people I love so much. They give me so much. So my practice is very simple, Tibetan yoga. Have you practiced Tibetan yoga before?
I have various different kinds, yes.
Oh, what kind of you practice?
Most of my training has been in the same type of Vietnamese.
Oh, Vietnamese, yeah.
Zen yoga.
Oh, Zen,
meditations.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, what was the name of your teacher?
My teacher is we call the laughing yogi.
The laughing yogi.
Laughter yogi.
Laughter yogi.
My teacher, no teaching much about the intellectual, knowledge. I have so many teachers in the Tibetan Buddhists. They require a lot of, study text. So you have to study your own so many teachers. But the teacher I mission deeply in my heart, my guru, is the one. Don't give me no much about the intellectual. It's more like it's like a father to me, because I become monk since I was a little kid. So we study at the monastery. He take care of, look after us. Sometimes he little bit punish us, and but he's always laughing, always joyful feeling, and always moving his hand a different way. We just follow. We never thought that's a yoga. They enter. When time is ready, your energy is awakening. Each movement he demonstrate in front of you without, you knowing it's coming back. And suddenly I feel like, wow, this crazy man.
That's nice. So you grew up in Tibet then?
Yeah, and my family is, we try to, a lot of Tibetans move into, a lot of our ancestors is from Tibet. But eventually when we become monastery, move to India, move to Nepal, it's a huge Tibetan community. So Tibetan is no longer like a belong to this, that it's become like a universal citizens.
Right.
We are more like used to be, It's particularly for the Buddha's teachings, it's a totally selfless approach. So selfless means you don't have a nationality. You must have less attachment for your nationality, attachment for your religion, and whatever color make you identify who you are is not truly in the deep meditation. So for me, my guru is kind of like this, he's no give so much knowledge, but he make us living joyful life. One powerful teaching he gave is laughing. So that's why his nickname is Laughter Lama. And his Dharma name is Geshe Tancho Zambo. Tancho is like a Dharma in the Tibetan word.
Okay.
Zambo means precious one, Tancho Zambo. And he passed away, for back. But his teaching is I carry with myself. They will continue, goes. And the reality comes, then you're facing with this reality. It's a huge difference.
Very.
Then eventually you see the dark side of human beings, and they can be mean to each other, and can be really, the manipulate each other, all this side. Then suddenly you become renounced. You suddenly like if someone find a deep love, then once hurt by the love, then they suddenly never want to go back to love because they see the reality of pain. I saw a lot of my friends, even myself going through that part too. Then I remember the Zen meditation, they used to say, first stage, when you see the mountain, it's not a mountain. When you see the water, river, it's not a river. That is the stage of the renunciation. When you're hurting by love, you're hurting by whatever you hurt, you see the reality, you give up, you renounce. But that's the first stage. Once you realize the reality, the pain of the relationship, you can be more appreciative and involved deeply back to the love. That's the second stage of a Zen master say, you see the mountain is still mountain. You see the river is still river. But you don't shift by their appearance.
Right.
Yeah, so then you can totally dissolve to in love. Yeah.
Because of your acceptance.
Yeah.
Can you speak to us a little about interconnectedness? Maybe you could explain a little bit to the people listening.
Yeah.
They may not understand what you mean by interconnectedness.
Interconnected origination is the teaching of Lord Buddha. It's the reality of all the phenomena, how it exists. For the Tibetan yogas, the guru's advice, my guru's teaching for me, and deeply connecting to myself practice, is I using body. Wherever I connect in something, I always take my body first. Body, speech, in mind. Body always is the door. So the practice of Dharma is practice the body, because the body has sucked a lot of negative karma. Body carry a lot of pain. Body carry all this, the good or bad goes to the body. You survive because of the body. How you survive, you eat. What food you feed, then what body you become. And what thinking you thinking, then they also impact to your body. And then what speech you spoke also impact to your body. So that's why if you awareness with your body, then you pretty much aware all these negativities. Because your body become more sensitive, you become sensitive with everything, conscious with everything. So that thing need to must going through the first stage, I call the pain experience, which is lotus posture. That is the lotus posture for all the Buddhism, not only Tibetan Buddhism. They all highly recommend the people to sit in lotus posture, full lotus posture. For me, when I sit in full lotus posture, I feel like a pain rising first here, because a lot of our negativity is sucking in the low body. So low body is completely blocked. Then we're disconnecting with Mother Earth. That's the first relativity level, interdependent. We are related to the earth. We are standing on the Mother Earth. So Mother Earth is the first thing we can appreciate. But once your low chakra is blocked, you never thinking appreciate Mother Earth, because the energy, the whole is blocked. You can speak and say Mother Earth, but you don't feel that.
You're not connected.
You don't connect it.
Right.
Connection is not from the word. Connection is comes with the spontaneously. So that's why when your low chakra is closed, low body is closed, raising so much pain, and they were most where you have a immune system problem. These people, for today modern people, most people we have a immune system. Yeah,
okay.
That's why we have to care about the food. We care about that change all the time. Every time we look at the science magazine, they say that good, we all jump into that. Then suddenly they find that that's wrong, then we all come back. We're like a white mouse in the scientific, you know, what called the scientific? Experiment, yeah. Like a white mouse. Maybe some mouse is in the highest quality of scientists, you know, the office. Maybe some mouse is a very low quality scientist, no quality, you know, the mouse. Only that different. Otherwise, how we thinking, every day how we think, how we believe, and how become what we believe. Everything is what the knowledge you gain from the information from the news, your knowledge from the your environment, your circumstance. You know truly who you are. They provide who you are. That's why the information is so powerful. Sometimes some of my friends I can say, oh, my friend just train on the TV. They look at some channel they don't like, a news station. They say that's so conservative. Then just watch it. Then I say, don't complain. They say, why? I say, you continue watch it, then you complain. That's complicated. Yeah. So you become one of, you know. So that's why sometimes human being, we have a choice. Every information comes to you, you have a right to, don't take it. Or you take it. You have a choice. Once you take it, then you regret, then you complain. That's just true, ignoring, So
that's a whole new different samsara right there. It's
that's
cycle.
It's the truly dependent origination of one's peace and the external environment. It's pretty much related to the dependent. So original nation means the cause for the Buddhas. So every information, everything you receive, like we all have an iPad these days. We all have an iPhone, and each year is change.
Yeah.
There's a new brand is coming.
Yeah.
Then we're all waiting for. Then each brand is so expensive too, but it's so good, really beautiful, so good. I myself so much enjoy. One day I was to use it. I say, how comes all this called iPad, iPhone? Me. So, I say, that's a reflection from my side. You cannot complain the iPhone at that because you too much I. The universe provided something beautiful. You feel so connected. As long as you don't give up yourself ego, you still have to follow the,
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Well, we will be taking a break now.
Okay.
And then when we come back, maybe you can play some music for us, and then demonstrate how
yoga.
some of your yoga. Yeah. And,
thank you.
So we'll be back in a couple of minutes after this break. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're invited to participate in a true multimedia experience coming to a home near you. LCM TV is bringing Lake County into the new millennium with news, live broadcast, information, music, talk shows, and local programming, all streaming in high definition online and soon to be on your Roku box. Join us at lcm-tv.com or be a part of our studio audience. You can also watch the shows at lakecomagazine.com as we provide programming to inform, enlighten, and maybe even enrage you. On Lake County Magazine Talk Show with Terry and Pete the Tax Guy, Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Joni Lane brings a positive light to you every Monday at 3 p.m. Pasha Space brings an international flair as they discuss ecological, health, and social issues in Haiti with people around the world. End up your week with positive, conscious sounds on Saturday at 9 a.m. with Sister T on the Bridge. This show is also simulcast on KMEC 105.1 FM in Ukiah. Our latest show, LCM TV News, is brought to you live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon, featuring national, regional, and local news, weather, and sports. We have it all here for you on your local TV station, LCM TV. Join us online and soon on Roku, giving you access to all the best Lake County has to offer. We are lcmtv.com, your multimedia connection. Tune in for the fun. It's live TV at its best.
Hi and welcome back. This is Joni and this is A Positive Light, and today we have Lama Norbu as our guest, and we've been really enjoying hearing you speak and explaining your beliefs and how you see things. I'm hoping that now you can maybe give us a little demonstration on some of your teachings of yoga.
Yeah. Okay.
And prana yoga.
Yeah, prana yoga,
Which
Tibetan
is
yoga.
Breathing.
Yeah, breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Tibetan yoga have so much postures. All yoga do,
Yes.
They are, 4,000, 100, different postures. So for the Western teachings, you have to go with the level 1, level 2. I think we can go jump into level 100.
Okay, let's just jump right into level 100.
But for my personal experience, there's no much such level. There's no such a beginner in the middle, in the high. Everything is equal. Don't put yourself thinking you're beginners. Always, that's wrong. Because some beginners, they're so good, they're virtuous. Mm-hmm. They can be very easily, get into. And some higher training ones sometimes become more stubborn. And they have so much knowledge, but they don't implement, they don't put it into their life. And somehow they become more difficult to live enlightened. So sometimes enlightenment or joyful life is just keep yourself simple. Simplicity is the key. So for the pranayamas, traditionally, what I give this teaching called the Dumu yoga. Dumu means du means almost like a devil. Mo means like a family. So Dumu means like a wrathful goddess.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is not truly mean the person. It's mean that your energy level is your yin energy, yin yang energy, your yin energy. Yin and the yang is like your visible. All the visible creature is a yang energy. All the energy you cannot visible, you cannot visualize. All this. Beyond your limitation, it's a yin energy.
Okay.
So that's where that's feminine energy is more like a yin energy.
Okay.
So our life, we have a huge hiding energy in this low body. So particularly the door is from the Neva chakra. So there's a huge life force sleeping there. So we don't use it. So the Tibetan Tummo Yoga is try to awakening that part of your energy. To do that, you need to prepare for receive the true yoga. You need to do a 3 years retreat, at least.
3 years.
3 years, you have to do all kinds of things, from morning 3 o'clock to evening 9 o'clock. So all day, continually practice for 3 years, 3 months, 3 day retreat. After you've done that, then you go back to your master. The master look at you and say, oh, wonderful. Oh, you're doing great. Go back another 3 years will be great. Wow. Then how you can play with the master? Then you go back another 3 years, and then 6 years. Then go back to master again. Maybe he sent you back another 3 years. So all this is exercise of our devotions. So all the spiritual, the teaching is based on the devotions. Sometimes more harder to gain, we more appreciate. More easy to gain, we don't see the value. That's the human nature. So for me, my guru used to say, wherever you see is precious ones, you can give it. So that's why my teaching is very easy. I go with like a, if you can sit in lotus posture, you can sit in lotus posture, full lotus. If not, you can sit in like a half posture. Then maybe like this. It's very easy. Don't see, this is not really good because energy blocked, the yin yang blocked. So that's a little bit like this. Or maybe like just sitting like this is fine. Yeah, so whatever.
And some people are going to sit in chairs because they do have physical limitations, and we want them to be able to walk out of here.
Some people on the chair, you can put like your feet, you sitting chair like this, toss your finger inside a little bit, like you see, toss, yeah, inside. Then just keep your back straight. Keep your back straight.
Let's see, what can I do?
Your spinal cord to keep straight.
There we go.
So if you're sitting in the chair, then what you do is once you took the posture ready, the very simple with a mantra, powerful mantra called the Ha. So Ha is the universe, the mantra. It's like a Ha is the symbol of the laughing. When someone happy, what they do? Ha 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 ha. So no matter east or west, no matter who you are, you don't need to know the language. But once you heard those people is laughing, then you feel safe. Yeah, you be their neighbor. If you don't see anything, no laughing, nothing, you're a little bit scared. What's going on? These people. So that's why laughter is the best fishing massage, fishing yoga.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're laughing, yeah. You don't need to go plastic surgery, put so many chemical to damage your beauty. You're just laughing. Then also, when you're laughing, your teeth is good for circulations. The new fresh air will go in. Then someone who is always depressed, they always close the mouth. So they go look at it. They go look at this. Mm-hmm. So once that happens, your body energy is go low. Yeah. Once you do like this, your body energy goes up. Yeah. So you want to more happy, then smiling your face like this. Then another second thing is once you took a posture like this, relax, then we just keep your intention first goes to your shoulder. Make your shoulder relax completely. Then take a 3 deep inhale and exhale first. First we exhale. Inhale. inhale with the nose, exhale with the open the mouth, out. Inhale completely, exhale completely. The next step is to go to the main practice. Just keep your body relaxed and focus on your shoulder. Let your shoulder not involved. Let your shoulder relax. Then we will continue go more faster, like like this. So when inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. The practice is with the time. You can do like 1 thing very easy, but continue go like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, no break. You cannot, when we practice start go like, you cannot go like, speed is coming out, then you try to warm it. You don't do anything, let your speed drop. It's fun,
it go.
Please.
It's fun.
Yeah, just fun. Don't let your breathing break. No break. One breath, one holistic, go beginning to the end. Whether you're committing to do 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, perfect, perfecto.